Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram and today is Tuesday. That means it's time for a Tip Tuesday. Woohoo! So, changes. Not everybody deals with changes so well, and my boyfriend will be the first to tell you that I can adapt to change, but sometimes I can resist it. And things are always done for certain reasons, and sometimes we don't even know those reasons. So what I'm cluing you into is that Stampin' Up! Made a recent change to the way that they prepare their packaging for their photopolymer stamps. And it's taken me a little while to get used to it, and I will tell you that I will be the first to say that I like things the old way usually, but sometimes all it takes is somebody explaining to me, well, this is why this was changed. And then it was like, oh, okay, aha, like light bulb up there going on, and it makes sense. And Stampin' Up! Is always trying to give us the best quality products at a fair, reasonable price. I honestly, truly believe that. You will always pay more for something that is of better quality. And Stampin' Up! They set the bar really high for their quality, and I know you can always find less expensive things on the marketplace, and sometimes you get what you pay for. So they always do things with that in mind, and so I think that's like my rationale for why they made this change. And this was a recent change, and they started it recently, and then this last push of the annual catalog, I think all of the photopolymer stamps are this way. So what I'm getting at is the packaging. And I'm going to flip down so you can see I grabbed in an old retired, it's not old, it's just retired, a retired stamp set. So you can see what it used to be like and now going forward. And some of you probably caught this, and I know Bobby mentioned it in a past video too, and we were kind of on the same wavelength, but I'm hoping that if I show you why this change was made, I think this is why this change is made, you might understand and might actually like it better. So I'm going to bring in the down camera here, and I'm going to show you a couple of the new sets and the old set. And I'll be honest, I thought if I have to go back 6 years, and Stampin' Up! Used to have the cellophane that was a really, this one right here. This is a really hard, listen to that. It's a really hard cellophane. This top one is flimsy. They used to both be like this hard cellophane, and I thought, well, that made it better because they're protected by two hard cellophanes. Well, my stamps don't stamp any better because they're in between two hard cellophanes, and I have to guess that the reason they went with a more flimsy one here is because it was more cost-effective to stay in line with competition, right? So that was the hard thing, and I even remember calling Stampin' Up! And saying, you guys, you're diminishing the quality. But no, they're not. They didn't diminish the quality of the stamp. They just changed the packaging. So what they have done now is, if you look at this, you can see that there's a 0 there. And you knew exactly where to put your stamp back on this cellophane. You put it back here. Then you knew you were missing, if you were missing a stamp or not. And that's how the stamp case came. Yeah, oh man, I don't know. Oh, that's a die cut. Okay, can throw that away. And they only had the paper on the one side like this. And so my Tip Tuesday is to show you how to work going forward with the new stamp sets that are photopolymer. So this is the old version. I'm gonna leave them just like that. And I pulled in here 2 stamp sets that are new. This one's a couple years old. This is from the annual catalog carrying over, and this is a brand new one. But they started this back then already within a couple years ago. So what they started to do was they started to print both pages or both sides, and they put the stamp image on the inside of the case here. So like it does match up when you first start, but what happens when you take all of these stamps off and you have no idea how to put them back on? You're sitting here putting them however you think that they're supposed to go, and then you get a little bit frustrated because they won't fit back on the cellophane the way that they're supposed to, and then not, like, life isn't good. The struggle is real, I tell ya. So this is what they recommend to do. You take it off and you actually put it on the inside cover of your stamp case. And by all means, you don't even need these flibby, floppy little acetate sheets. Like, really, you could make a shaker card out of them if they're clean, if you really want, okay? I'm doing this together with you guys for the first time. This Miss Resistant to Change is going to start first, and I'm going to put my stamps on the pictures, okay? Look at this. We can do it together, and we can embrace this change because I do not think they're gonna go back to the old way. This is how your stamps can get stored, right? And they will stick right on the image. Choose to do what you want with these sheets. If Tyler were here, he'd say throw them away, but I know that there's something that can be done with those sheets. So look at this. There's my tip. Take your stamps off of that acetate and put them onto the stamp cases. Now, if you use your stamps a bunch, they will become loved, which is a good thing. But when they become loved and they're photopolymer, they can tend to lose their stick. Like, I didn't press it very hard, but look, it could lose its stick and come off the case. Here's what you do when a photopolymer stamp loses its stick. You go to the sink. You guys can see. Look at this. You go to the sink. You run your water. You plug the drain though, because if you have a very baby itty bitty stamp and you wash it down the drain, you will be sad and crying, and we don't like crying and stamping. It's like baseball, right? Okay, so now that you've rinsed off, what happens is you get oils, you get dust, you get goo, you get ink on your stamp. What you'll do is rinse it off, and then that's called cleaning your stamp. It's okay to do that. It'll happen. It won't necessarily take the color. Sometimes the photopolymer stamps will take on the color of ink pads, but you just let it air dry. I wouldn't really try to blot it with the paper towel. The paper towel has fibers in, and they will stick. Don't use baby wipes either. Just let it air dry. Set it off to the side, let it air dry. When it's done, it'll be really tacky again, and it'll stick right to there. So let's do another one, guys. We can do this together. It was really hard for me to embrace this, but Kelly said, go for it. Do it. So technically, this guy goes here. So they are in the right order. This one goes here. This is the little bud. Look at that. There's a little bud for right there. This bud's for you. Ha ha. Just kidding. All right, and this flower got a lot of work out with my monthly class this last month. Okay, so he's gonna go there. This one got a lot of pale papaya going on. You guys, don't break your nails when you're taking these photopolymer stamps off. They are super, super sticky. I don't wanna see anybody break their nails. You see how I did that? Grab it and roll it off of there. Do not try to rip them. I could see if you try to pull them really hard, and there's sometimes little thin areas that you could pull and rip them. So just be careful. Just get them off, and they're gonna go right there. You guys, this is like making my heart ticker-tucker a little bit here. Pitter-patter, let's get at her, right? My brother would say that. So, all right, they're on there, they're stored, okay? As long as they're sticky, there you go. Now when you open this up, you can easily see the stamps. You can see where they are. They're not in the same order as the front cover, so it is a little bit hard to say, okay, I want So Happy for You. Which one is it? You're gonna have to kind of look for it and take it off. It is backwards. Now, this is a tip that I saw somebody do. I should have done it, and now we're kind of past the point, but I'm going to tell you what she did. She had all these stamps on here, and what she did is she put these all onto her Stamparatus, and she stamped the entire sheet as it was onto a sheet of white paper, and now it just stamped them all, and then she inserted that into her case, and so when she opened up her case with them all being stamped and you could read them the right way, then you would know that if this is the sentiment you're looking for, it's the one on the outside. And if this is the one you were looking for, it was there. So it basically took all these and just stamped them. So it's easiest, I would have to suggest, when you have them still on the sheet exactly lined up on here, take that, put it on your Stamparatus, and then stamp them, and then you could clean them and put them on here. So I promise, I'm going to be the leader of the pack, vroom, vroom, and I will be the first to start doing this with my stamps, and I am going to stop hanging on to the acetate sheets and find something to do with them. I don't know what. Maybe nothing ever, but one of you might have an idea of what you can use with those acetate sheets. But I truly believe they always have our best interests at heart, and they want to give us the best product for the best price. And by making this change, it is probably easier to print one sheet. So this is one sheet of paper that gets slipped in here, and while that's being printed, they print the front and the back, and it gets inserted, and there's no more printing on acetate. So that helps the bottom line. So you guys, I know we were resistant, but we can get through it. And my tip for you is to take those photopolymer stamps and store them on the inside of that case. You know, you don't have to do it right away, but as you start to use them and you get frustrated with where did they go back on that acetate sheet, don't get frustrated, get happy, take them off the acetate, put them on the inside of that case, and do something else with the acetate. So, and I think that you will be happier than trying to figure out. I'll tell you, it was real for me, and I could relate when Bobby said that, because I felt that same frustration when I was trying to get them lined back up on the acetate, and I couldn't find where they all went, and then they were all stockpiling near each other, and it wasn't fun. So this way, I'm gonna breathe easy while I am stamping and not get frustrated. So I know that was a little tip. I try to keep this one a little bit shorter, but hopefully if it helps me to feel better while I'm putting my stamps away, then hopefully it helps you to feel better as well. So you guys, today is Tuesday. It is officially my mom's 70th birthday today. My brother turned 40 today as well. He was born on my mom's 30th birthday. So officially my mom is 30 because she stopped having birthdays on when my brother was born, because it was the best birthday present my dad could ever give her. And so she's 30 today and my brother's 40. I don't know how that works, but in a woman's mind, that's how it works. And we go with it. So you guys, if you know my mom and you're seeing this today on June 29th, she's not on Facebook, but if you're part of my VIP group, or if you're part of the Be Happy Stampers, we posted her address and you can shower her with love. If you are not part of either of those groups and you want to send my mom a birthday card, even a little late, but you want to shower with some paper love, reach out to me privately and I will send you her address. And I am hopefully going to see her show me all these beautiful cards that you guys sent her. So awesome. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. And Kelly, Tuesday. Tonight is mystery card night. So officially, it is June 29th when you guys are watching this. So at 5 p.m. Central, stay tuned for me doing that. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.